Good morning, everyone. It's your boy L to the B. And you know how I like to do these videos sitting in front of my main man, Alex Ormazzi. Look, I had a super amazing dreaming last night. I probably have had great dreaming in the last 3 or 4 nights. I know for at least the last two. And the only main things I've changed has been the stuff that I'm consuming. Consumption's reality, go figure, right? So I started taking these Mucuna purina. I say purinas, but it's purines. Excuse me, but yeah, purines. It's P-R-U. I'm trying to. I've got the box right here. It's like Pruinreuins, but let me look it up. So Mucuna is Mucuna, and the purines is Prurines. But they're amazing. I mean, they really do help me to function just on a energetic level much better. But you guys probably didn't come to hear that. I didn't probably didn't come to hear that. I just wanted to do some quick thank yous. Well, I can talk about the dreams. They were so impactful. They were like motivational, powerful, like they were greeting me with presence and respect, but demanded all the respect. Like, you ever notice, like, when something comes in on your dream, everything's interacting, everything's doing its thing, and it's just sitting back watching, and everyone turns to look at it, and it turns to move, and it does whatever it wanted to do in that dream, and everybody just fucking stops. Well, that happened to me in one of my last parts of the dream session. I had this spirit animal come in, and everyone's just kind of carrying on, having this conversation, trying to decide something and what they were going to do, and everyone's paying attention. And it was something nice. It was, I forget what the main objective was, but in the field, because this was outside, there came up this animal, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And it's a wolf. It basically looked like a uh, I don't know, like a feral wolf, but I don't want to say a feral wolf. That's giving it disrespect, but it is wild. You could tell it was a wild type of wolf, but it was brownish red, a little bit more brown than red, but had that tint of red. And you see it just kind of step forward just a little bit out of the scene, like it was a building right there. And I'm like, does anybody else notice that animal right there? Because you can't really even call it a wolf. Its presence carried like something like a wolf cat, which was really cool. So pretty soon, as the presentation got done, it was getting wrapped up. The animals started making noises. It made like a howl noise. You're like, whoo! And I was like, whoa, what the heck? And everyone just kind of turned around, and it turned and it came. It walked around the building side, and everyone got a chance to see how big this freaking wolf thing was. It was huge. It was almost like you're looking at a saber-toothed tiger or something, but it was a wolf instead. But it walked around in front of the building, and its its nature was really just all all striking. I mean, I was awestruck. Excuse me. And so when it walked right kind of near me, around everybody else, went around, kept walking, and its foot, whenever it would step down, it had this big, long, like, like regular uh, claws, like a cat's claws. But that's how the claws look like that, but more like doggish. It's almost like, again, a hybrid. It was like a dog cat claws that it would just step down, and when it picked it up and stepped down, you could feel every single step and pressure for where it picked its foot up and where it put its paw down. And because it had like a pad, it had a big thick pad, like a cat pad. And I was just amazed. I was in so much respect for the animal. At first, I thought I had to do something. I had like another animal over there. I'm thinking, why didn't you say something about that dog? And then when it came out, it was like, all animals, everything in a dream, respect. And that was a very powerful moment for me in the dream. It kind of put me on on notice to do something. And that's what I'm doing this morning, which I'm grateful for. I'm thankful. I've already pulled up my idea that I want to start doing some consulting with, which is what I've been yamming on about the last week or 2 weeks. And it's either put up, shut up. And I'm looking at it and I'm getting that motivation. I'm carrying the torch a little bit further. And I'm going to start making the difference with this. And when I sat down, like I just did some pieces of it and had to go do something else. And my mind, when I sat there, it started saying, your life will never, ever be the same. You have never imagined the kind of life that you're about to have when you go for this kind of success. I don't like to say ifs. Ifs suck. Ifs give permission. I don't like ifs. It's more, when you go for this, you will get this. Now, wins have no permission. They're just granted. They happen. There may be some unknowns. I didn't say that. But wins, like you don't know when something will happen. But it does not include the word if. And wins may not be, and when I'm saying wins, like win, W-I-N, W-H-E-N-S, you will never know if it's going to be in this lifetime. It may be in a dream state. Where is this achievement happening? So, I like wins. When you go after this, you will get a life beyond what you could have ever imagined. So I'm ready to step out. I'm doing it right now, so I'm happy about that. And I'm not going to waste any more time with this video because I'm very happy. I'm in a good state. Even with drinking over the weekend, and like I said, I think I mentioned in a past video, I drank a whole bottle of alcohol in like 30 or 40 minutes. Then I turned around and I drank like this big alcohol drink can, drank it down, no problem. And my body is still functioning well. It's normally got problems with gut issues or something, but my clarity was still on, amongst other extracurricular activities. I'm functioning very well, and I'm very thankful for that. Very thankful. And now that if I have this opportunity and I can take advantage of it, maybe this is the outcome and the result. I met somebody that seemed like he was putting all his heart and soul and passion into something that I don't see the end result. I see like a church starting for this initiative. It goes back to my video about lung cancer. While I was motivated and I was ready to spread the word and try to get people to do it, it's like no one wants to handle it. They're thinking about every single thing else. And that's almost what I was getting at with the message. Like, everybody's aware of cancer. Everybody's aware of lung cancer. Everybody's aware of breast cancer. But yet, there's no real, like, whatever, there's no perceptual momentum that's happened. So if nobody perceives that this is something that they even care about, they always handle it once they're dealing with it, then there's something missing on the awareness factor. How is it that people don't address that until it's the time to do it? What is in the equation that's preventing them? How about we start meeting people a little bit more of where they're at in their life instead of trying to tell them and preach to them to meet them where we're at? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people don't understand their own message. They're just up there preaching. And I also got to know, too, my man's a football player. You get banged enough times, it does something to the brain. And sometimes, you know, that cortex is a sensitive motherfucker, right? So I don't know what kind of damage he might be carrying around in his messages that prevent him from actually doing some of the other stuff he's doing. On the surface, everything's great. But we know how these steroidal type behaviors manifest from football players that have had TBI or traumatic brain injury. But anyways, that's enough. I love you guys. Thanks for paying attention, and I'll check you out on the next video. Have a great day. Thank you.